Good morning, scholars and world changers. This is your Cubby News for the week of March 6th through 10th, 2023. Your Cubby News is being brought to you by Mrs. Reed Williams Kindergarten Class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am going to have a great day. I will cooperate. I will appreciate. I will demonstrate love and respect for others and myself. I will complete all tasks in the best of my ability every day. I think I can. I think I can. I know I will.
Good morning, scholars and world changers. This week's word is product. Read product. Product. P-R-O-D-U-C-T. Product. Now you read product. Yes, product. Now we will use the word product in a sentence. Do you know the product of 7 times 5? Now you read it. Yes, the product of 7 times 5 is 35. Yes, 35. Thank you and have a great day.
Good morning, GWC, and happy week 29. Wow, yes, week 29 is here. Well, I'm hoping that everyone has had a good start to their morning and will have a great day. Remember, it's a choice. We control ourselves. Mrs. Daniels controls Mrs. Daniels, and you control you. So let's make sure that we're out here making good choices for ourselves so that we can have the results that we want to have. If we listen and pay attention and follow instructions and do what we're supposed to do and what we're asked to do, that will make for a good day. Remember, as students, that we have adults who are in charge of the classrooms, and you are expected as students to follow instructions, to do what is asked of you, to be a good friend to your classmates. And remember, if you see someone who is hurt, who is in danger, or if someone is trying to hurt you or you're in danger, find your go-to person. We speak often about go-to people, and go-to people are people that we know and trust. We've identified several people that we know and trust in the school building, should we need to speak to them, if we need them, as also we've identified people at our homes if we need someone to go to. And remember, we have to know and trust them. Just because we're related to someone, just because we know someone, that does not mean that we can trust them for help.
This week for Read Across Macon County, we will participate in a school-wide reading engagement activity and listen to 2 read aloud, The 3 Little Pigs and The True Story of the 3 Little Pigs. We will work together as a school to complete the interactive reading wall outside the media center, identifying the genre, story elements, compare and contrast, and point of view. Whose point of view will you choose by the end of the week?
Happy birthday, scholars and world changers. March 6th, Josiah James. Happy birthday, Josiah. March 8th, Nevaeh Liggins. Happy birthday, Nevaeh. March 9th, London Grisham. Happy birthday, Giovanni. March 10th, Jamira Greer. Happy birthday, Jamira. March 10th, Noah Hernandez. Happy birthday, Noah. March 10th, Chase Williams. Happy birthday, Chase. March 11th, Jaquan Feller. Happy birthday, Jaquan. March 12th, Jordan Howell. Happy birthday, Jordan.
What is Women's History Month? Women's History Month is an event honoring the contributions of women across history. Designated by presidential proclamation, this month-long event ties in with International Women's Day to recognize the importance of women and celebrate the unsung stories of revolutionary women throughout history. As President Carter wrote in his inaugural proclamation, history has often been told by men, meaning that women's stories have been underrepresented. Women's History Month seeks to redress that balance and celebrate the impact of women. When is Women's History Month? Women's History Month has been held in March since the United States Congress made this official in 1987. Women's History Month also lines up with International Women's Day on Wednesday, March 8th. During this month, events and celebrations take place, and speeches commemorate the effect women have had and continue to have on the world. What is the history of Women's History Month? Women's History Month originated as Women's History Day in 1978, first celebrated in Sonoma County, California. The success of this day led the National Women's History Alliance, in partnership with influential author Gerda Lerner, to campaign for a National Women's History Week. In 1980, President Jimmy Carter officially designated the week of March 8th as Women's History Week. Following further campaigns by organizations such as the National Women's History Project, the United States Congress later declared the entire month of March to be Women's History Month in 1987. The first Women's History Month presidential proclamation followed in March 1988, with annual proclamations by every president since. Celebrating Women's History Month can be an enriching and inspiring experience. One way of celebrating is to research a few of the notable women that have made significant contributions to United States history. For example, Amelia Earhart, the first woman to fly a plane across the Atlantic Ocean. Alice Coachman, the first Black woman to win an Olympic gold medal. Eleanor Roosevelt, diplomat and former First Lady of the United States. Maya Angelou, poet, author, and activist. Susan B. Anthony, civil rights activist and leader of the women's suffrage movement. For more information and resources related to Women's History Month, head to twinkle.com.
Reading challenge alert! Reading challenge alert! Scholars, we're challenging you to read 100 books!
Hello, scholars. Let's make it a great week here at George Washington Carver Elementary. Remember to be a buddy, not a bully. Hands and feet to yourselves. Be great and go forward. Let's have an awesome week.
This concludes our morning announcements.